Hey everybody, it's ZGP and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV for the complete collection on PSP. I have actually done none of the shit I said I was going to do because I was just so fucking stoked to get back to this game, and we're just going to keep playing. But first, I did want to go over something. I wanted to talk about stats in this episode, just for a few minutes. I mean, these 30-minute episodes, so like, if you can't spare a few minutes, what are you doing watching a 30-minute episode? But basically, I just want to go over a couple things we have in the basic stats here. So you can see right below Cecil, we have a couple stats: strength, speed, stamina, intellect, and spirit. The only ones that really pertain to Cecil in any way right now are going to be strength and speed, and they're not even really that useful now. Later in game, stats can be heavily manipulated, and the game can be very broken by manipulating stats in a given way. But basically, so Cecil has 15 strength. So you can see right next to strength is his attack. It says ×2 next to his attack, and then ellipsis 16. So his average damage output is 16 damage per attack. Now, he hits twice per attack, as I mentioned in the last episode. So that's about 32 damage per hit that both attacks actually go through. Now, with every 8 strength, you get another attack multiplier. With every 16 speed or agility, you get another attack multiplier. So when Cecil levels up, I believe his strength is going to go up and he'll be able to hit 3 times, which means he'll be dealing more damage. For every 8 intellect, I believe it's for every 8 intellect and 8 spirit, you get a magic multiplier in that given stat. So let's go over to Rydia really quick, because Cecil sucks at magic. So you can see Rydia has 8 intellect. This is very crucial because that gives her, because you start out with 1, it gives you +1 magic multipliers. So she's going to have 2 magic multipliers, or 2 technical magic hits, essentially. So basically, any type of magic she deals is going to be, you know, so much stronger because of that. You don't get more hits. Magic is considered 1 hit, but for each multiplier that you have in that certain thing, intellect buffs your black magic, spirit buffs your white magic. So for every multiplier you have in that given magic type, your magic becomes better. You know, black magic deals more damage, white magic and healing spells heal more, you know, stuff like that. And just all that kind of stuff. It's really good, and I'll be talking about it more throughout the game. Accuracy, why phone, cell phone. I actually can't look at that right now because I'm in the middle of recording. But so you can see she has 1 attack, and that's fine because you're not going to be attacking her with her really anyway. Accuracy isn't such a big deal. Hers is cut in half because it's in the back row. And she doesn't have a range-type weapon. Cecil's is 83%. He's gonna miss occasionally, but I mean, like, he's basically got great. He's not gonna miss very often, if at all. You can see our evasion percentage. That's how likely you are to dodge an attack. Magic evasion is not how likely you are to dodge a magic attack, but how well you were able to withstand getting attacked by magic. So I just wanted to clear that up really quick. So here we have, you know, you can go over whatever equipment you're wearing, whatever your abilities are. You can do that for Rydia too. She's got the rod, and you know, she can cast white magic, black magic, and summon, and so that's really cool. I'm gonna put my phone over here, so hopefully my microphone doesn't pick it up. So let's go back to the game. Those video glitches are gonna bug the fuck out of me. All right, so here we got some monsters. Eye-wing moths and larvae. We've fought these guys before. What I want to see, actually, really quick... Oh, God, Rydia is so goddamn slow. But I want to have Cecil ganging up on the eye-wing moths. And we're going to have Rydia go up into her items menu. If you if you press up from the very top of your items menu, you can access whatever's in your right and left hand. You can use the rod as a weapon. Now, this is a technique called Mage Arrow. It's going to deal more damage than, you know, physically attacking, and she doesn't have a whole lot of magic right now, so I don't want to cast too many spells just yet. Not that I even think she knows anything. I think she might know the Blizzard spell and maybe the Cure spell. Let's see. No, she doesn't know shit. So it's for the best that we're doing this. So go ahead and cast that Mage Arrow, which is going to be useful for quite a while, might I add. So here, this guy uses Osmos. Basically, that steals another player's MP and adds to your MP pool, but Cecil doesn't have MP, so it's not really that useful. So here, Rydia gains a couple levels because she's leveling up from level 1. Learns Blizzard, learns Cure, so she's level, what, 3 now? Yes, she is. And I'm not too particularly worried about Sahajins. Let's use Darkness. See if we can kill all them. So when we get Rydia up to, like... I hate you. When we get Rydia up to, like, level 7, I'm going to check her stats again and show you just how well stats raise throughout the game. So here she gained another level, and she learned Sight, which is completely useless. It's not completely useless, but it's not great. Basically, Sight allows you to see further on the overworld map. Or maybe you can use it in dungeons, too. Let's find out. No, you can't. You can only use it on the overworld map, a.k.a. completely useless. So here we are in the, I believe this was the Ancient Waterway. I'm going to pick up some chests. So we get a tent. It's pretty good. Oh, there's a goofy old man blocking our way. Could that be? It is the Dark Sword. I'm just as fucking crazy with my throat as Sid is. Okay, none of that. I must get to Damcyan to reclaim my daughter. She was deceived by a wicked bard. We must hurry, for I sense an ill omen. You must be the sage Tellah. I've read about you in all the magic weeklies that I'm subscribed to. Fuck am I doing? So there's a monster up ahead. I think he mentioned that it has 8 legs. And so he's going to need my help if we're going to defeat it. So, Tellah, first order business, we're going to bring you into the back row. We're going to check out your stats. He has 16 in each stat, which is really good because he's going to have 3 magic multipliers in both black and white magic. He's going to be more effective with damage and healing than Rydia is going to be for a very long time. Tellah is basically going to be your healer and magic user. Rydia, I really don't want to have casting magic right now. Even when I get her up to like level 7, like I planned, she's not going to be all that great. Tellah's level fucking 20, so he's basically going to be able to tank us all the way through this area for the most part. So he's the reason why I wanted to buy that leather cap from before. Here we have a staff infused with the power to detoxify. Basically, if you use the staff as an item, you can cure poison, which I don't even think is that useful. Organize up here. I should have sold Kane's stuff. I didn't think about that, but I guess it's not that big a deal. I'm actually going to go ahead and use Rydia's Cure Magic and just kind of buff us back up to full because I like having max health. Who doesn't? We go up here. We can go down that little thingy there and into the water. And so here we have Gigantoads or Gigantoads or whatever they're called. So we're going to have Tellah use Blizzard on them because they are weak to Blizzard. They should kill all of them in one hit. Yeah. Didn't even need Cecil for that, but not a big deal. So up here we get an Iron Armlet. I'm going to give that to Tellah as well. This is the reason why I didn't buy one when we were back at Kaipo. And now he is just as decked out as Rydia is. So there you go. Combats are going to be so fast in this game for the most part. I'm not even worried about just like skipping over battles or like editing out random battles. Because I'm starting to see this thing with YouTubers lately because audience retention and video length is more, god damn it. Because audience retention and video length is so important, people are making longer videos. And I figured I'd jump on that for this project because I just love to long play this game. You know, the less editing I have to do with this game, the better because, you know, it just allows me to talk my unadulterated thoughts about my thoughts on the game, which, you know, is always a good day for me at least. But, you know, that also gives me the opportunity to, you know, make videos, make these episodes as long as I want. And, you know, we can go over just the delicate intricacies, and I don't have to cut myself off whenever I'm talking about something. So here we have new guys, fang shells, and amoebas. If you attack the amoeba in the background with magic and don't kill it right away, he will renew itself and give all of its health back. So if you attack it with Cecil and then attack it with Tellah, that will damage it completely, and we do not have a means to attack these guys right now, so we're just going to have Tellah use Thunder on them. Now, I could have targeted all the monsters with Thunder, but Tellah wouldn't have been able to kill that amoeba because it has like 100 and something health. But we can kill all these guys, so that's no problem. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. The After Years has put a very, very negative implication of this place in my brain. I just wanted to explore this area. I didn't remember if this is what I thought it was, so I will be running from battles. Running from battles really isn't that hard. I just don't feel like fighting. all that often. Plus, you know, it gives the game a little bit of a challenge. Fucking whatever. Not a big deal. Tellah's turn's coming up next. I'll just zap the fuck out of these fish. Not that hard. If you ever just want to breeze through a fight, be sure to have your auto attack option on. So here we get a potion. Could have gone without it, but I guess not that big a deal. So I think, because Cecil did not level up yet. When is he going to level up? Soon. But Rydia is going to level up sooner. Actually, Cecil's not going to level up too soon. But when he does, oh, when he does. Don't need to be too sparing with your magic right now. That's why I didn't go back to the typo to heal up Rydia as she was leveling up. Tellah's basically going to be able to manhandle anything you end up coming across throughout the entirety of this. Really? Good at preemptive strike. Run. I do not feel like fighting that shit right now. Really? We lost money running from a preemptive strike? That's not even fair. All right, so we'll rest here. This is the first introduction of a save point inside a dungeon in any Final Fantasy game. This is the very first in-game save point, or in-dungeon save point. The closest thing we've had up to this point in Final Fantasy games was if at any time during a dungeon you ended up outside, like in Final Fantasy III for the Famicom, or, you know, whatever version. I mean, if you got it on DS or Steam, because it was re-released that way. Basically, we're talking about Rydia here. Nothing super important. We're talking about the demon that we're going to be facing up ahead. Talking about Damcyan and how we need a sand pearl to cure Rosa. But yeah, the closest thing we've had to an in-dungeon save point as of this point in time with the Final Fantasy franchise is the very last dungeon of Final Fantasy III, the city or kingdom, whatever, the world of the land of wonder, Eureka. So you go in and then you go like 3 rooms and then you end up outside, and then there's the rest of it. And so I think that's really cool. I thought that was really cool, you know, when I first played that, but you know, it wasn't the same. It's not the same as this because, like, we're in a dungeon still. We didn't step outside for a breath of fresh air. We're still in the murky, moldy, gross that is this dungeon, and I love it. Hold on, we want to go up here really quick and get an ice rod. This is super important. I want to give that to Rydia. And just like Mage Arrow, it does have an ability when used as an item that I will be taking advantage of because there are a lot of enemies in here that are weak to Blizzard. Alright, so if we go down here, we can get some money and a bomb fragment. That's basically an in-battle use item. It casts Fire 1, but it casts Fire 1 and ignores how many magic multipliers you have. So it's really not that great. I will be selling it the first opportunity I get because I don't use battle items. There are some that I use. Yeah, let's have Rydia join the fray with some damage here. So let's see what we can do for damage. That was not good. Yeah, ow. Shit. That's not what I wanted to do. I kind of thought that with the darkness and lightning, we would have been able to kill the Sahajins. Yeah, it took a nice bite out of Tellah's magic there. You know what? Let's heal here. Tellah comes into the game and immediately just equipped with Cura. So we don't even get the Cure 1 spell from him. He just immediately just has a better Cure spell, and that's fantastic. Cecil goes first. He kills a tiny mage. That's awesome. So we can go up here, and there's a secret... Where is it? It's nearby. Oh, no, it's over here. It's been so long since I've done this. All right, so we can go over here, and then there's a secret passage. It brings us down to a treasure chest that has a feathered cap in it. We're going to give that to Rydia because I believe it doesn't do very well for her, you know, like her magic stats or whatever. And even so, Tellah wouldn't need it if that were the case, even if it did. And it just raises her defense. So that's why we're going to give it to her. I don't feel like fighting you. Fuck. So here's a little policy I have when playing this game. I don't fight ambushes. I will always run from an ambush. Because basically, here's how an ambush works. When you get ambushed, all the enemies get to attack you before your ATB bar gets filled. And then they're basically getting to attack you again in the time that you're inputting attacks. So the monsters get 2 free rounds of hits off before you can even start attacking, basically. Oh my god, fine. I'll fight a fight. I didn't want to. Alright, so we'll have Tellah kill the killer fish. We'll have Rydia use her ice rod on the guy in the back here, because as you could see, the alligator was not weak to lightning. He is instead weak to ice. Most cold-blooded reptiles are. Well, I'm sorry, Lana, but I'm down here swimming around in whatever alligator shit out, which I can only assume is people. And just, it takes so long. I guess that's what the auto combat is for. Jesus Christ! So those were zombies. Those guys are new. They're weak to fire. Or you could also, alternatively, have Tellah use Cura on them because they are undead and take damage from healing type damage because it has like the negative regen effect. I never understood that. If you use Cure on a zombie, you get the Shadow Blade, that's awesome. But if you use Cure on a zombie, you should fucking turn him human. I don't know. Oh, and Cecil gained that level. So he's up to 3 attack multipliers, not to mention the fact that we got a much stronger weapon, so he's going to be dealing much better damage now. Oh my god. No, I'm not fighting this fight. You guys are annoying. Alright, so this leads outside. So that whole save point outside thing I was talking about, it still does that. You know, it still does the secondary, and I love so much about this game, and it's so wonderful. So we got a tent. We're going to use the tent. We're going to go down there. We're going to kill some monsters after sleeping from our tent. So we'll save up here. Everybody's a decent level. Cecil level 13, Rydia level 8. Can't imagine much better. It's down there. The roaring waterfall beckons us. And so we jump into it and dive headlong down to the bottom and break our spine when we land. But then mysteriously walk away unscathed. Because as we all know, RPG characters can survive falls of infinite heights. Right, so we go down here, we get the Hades gloves and the Hades helm. This is stuff for Cecil. I should hope so. No, it's armor for Rydia. Jesus Christ. Just a little girl, just a little 6-year-old goth girl wearing nothing but dark armor. Shops at Hot Topic. Not that there's anything wrong with Hot Topic. Personally, I love the place. It's where I get most of my shirts. Alright, so we got some Hermes sandals. Basically, they cast haste on you in battle. But I'm not going to use them for this upcoming battle here, because they're not really that useful. I mean, we got a bomb fragment and an Antarctic wind, but the one thing we could really use for this, spoiler alert, boss fight coming up is like a Zeus's wrath, but they didn't give us one. There he is. And as H.C. Bailey would say, it's time for Super Tentacle Hentai Porn. I mean, boss time. Alright, this is Octomammoth, and as you can see, Cecil's dealing a shit ton of damage to this thing. Now, what we could do here is we could have... I'm going to try this. I'm going to have Tellah use his recall ability. Recall, basically, since Tellah's a sage, he's recently forgotten all of his spells. Convenient, I know. But basically, recall gives you a chance for Tellah to remember an old spell. This includes level 3 elemental spells. So if you happen to get him to... Shit. If you happen to come across, you know, if you try recall and magically he pulls like a lightning 3 out of his ass or whatever and throws it at Octomammoth, kills it in one hit, it's the most satisfying thing in the world. And I might just keep trying that because, you know, Cecil and Rydia have this pretty much well taken care of. Let's try. What you got, Tellah? No, I can't remember anything. Maybe third time's the charm. We're gonna keep trying this. Friday's getting a little low on health. I don't like how that looks. But hopefully Cecil will keep tanking the hits. Yeah, you keep doing that. So recall, third time's the charm, like I said. We're gonna have Radia heal. I think that's a better idea. It's not gonna heal us for much, but I just want to keep our health up. Yeah, that's enough. God damn it, Tellah. Remember something. Even a level 1 spell would be nice. Man, the Super Nintendo version was better about recall than this. Did that have the recall bit? I don't know. I don't know if that had the recall ability. Let's try it one more time. Mostly because I don't think he'll survive past much more. I think another round of Cecil beating the shit out of him. Yeah, like that. Congratulations, Tellah. You spent that entire fight doing nothing. All you did was sit there and think. Well, we're out of there at least, so Damcyan's right around this little bend here, so let's just go visit. And... what's going on? Of fucking course. It just shows that they can get there before us. Why isn't it just in ruins when we get there? No, they wanted us to wait and see. But before we actually go exploring, let's loot their treasure. Because that's the humane thing to do. Don't worry, we won't let them take the treasure. We're going to take it first, so that they can't take it. That makes sense. Get a feathered cap and a crossbow. Get a ruby ring. Very nice. I don't want to save those ruby rings for later. Some eye drops, antidote, iron arrow, holy arrows, gold needles, phoenix downs, ether, holy arrows, nothing, and a potion. We'll leave just so that we can go back in just a little bit faster. And people have actually died. You know, they're not just knocked unconscious. These people are dead. Except that guy. He's alive. Almost. Almost dead. But, you know. So we got bombardment was too much. I guess everybody on the inside was mostly spared. Except that guy. He was too weak, as was this guy. Healing pots are upstairs. If we could just get upstairs, that would be great. And right here, I want to unequip. I almost forgot to do this. I want to take off all of your equipment here. Tellah. Sorry, but this is much mandatory. It's Anna! Oh my god! That must be the Bard. Yeah. I beat him to the punch by like a second. Please keep in the line. You spoony Bard! Childhood made. The spoony Bard line is so wonderful. And no one is allowed to hate the spoony Bard line. Absolutely no one. All right, so Anna's still alive. Barely, but she's still alive. And it turns out that this Bard is the Prince of Damcyan. You know, he's not just a Bard. I don't know why you wouldn't go running around telling everybody, hey, I'm a prince. I guess you'd get stopped for a bunch of, you know, autographs and stuff. But so now we're talking about the new captain of the Redwings. His name's Golbez, and he's evil. I think I sense fodder for the bad guy of the game. And so Anna was selfless and gave up her life for Edward so that he might live, so that the whole Damcyan lineage could survive, or its, you know, its monarchy at least. And she died. We know next to nothing about this guy. And so, swearing revenge, Tellah takes off, just like that. And Tellah left the party. Which is why that I took all this shit off. But just like last time, as soon as we lose another party member, we're going to get another one in its place. In their place, not it. Tellah is very much a manly man. He's an elderly man, but he's a manly man. Brimming with charisma and machismo. So, Edward is a mixed bag of emotions for me. In this version, he's really good. Because there is some stuff coming up later that will make Edward, like, super fucking useful. It's not until late game, but Edward is... in the original Final Fantasy IV, Edward was not good. He was pretty much garbage. Hot street trash, you name it. He was it. But in this game, there is an optional challenge dungeon coming up later in the game, which you can actually recruit old party members, such as Edward. And Edward gets really kick-ass equipment from it. So he actually becomes really useful late in the game. But, you know, that's late in the game and not now. Really, for the original content of what was Final Fantasy IV, Edward's pretty much garbage. All right. So here, we have a hovercraft, which allows us to sail across, you know, these little shoal things. So we're going to go back to Kaipo really quick because I only have so much inventory space. We're going to drop off some things. Sell some things. All right, so back to Kaipo. We're going to go over... Shit. We're going to go over here. I think I can do this. No, that's the DS version specifically. All right, that's saddening, but I mean, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. I guess I'll just sell the stuff that I can't do anything with then. Like, I'll hold on to I don't need the Namish bread. That's like, it's only slightly better than Sight in the fact that you don't need to spend magic to use it. This bomb fragment is useless. I don't even need this Ardanic Wind. I don't even like it. I'll sell Kane's stuff because it's not useful to me. Sell my dark armor because it's not useful to me. Sell my dark sword because it's not useful. Should clear up a ton of inventory space here. I'm gonna put that feathered cap on, what's his name, Edward, if he's not already using one. I think I'll hold on to everything else. Yeah, that's fine. Now, Edward sucks. He's not a magician, but he is a light armor class wearer, so we're going to put him in the back. He's even weaker than Rydia. This is how pathetic Edward is. And his weapon of choice is a harp. Meh. Now, what we could do is we could give him some arrows, but I honestly think that the Dream Harp is actually a little bit more useful because it has the ability to put monsters to sleep, which is infinitely more useful than just dealing damage. And attacking from the back row, even though it's with a ranged weapon, his accuracy isn't going to be super great to begin with. He's mostly just a tag-along party member that we need to babysit for a while. Edward is not going to be too remotely useful. You're really going to be mostly relying on Rydia and Cecil for this next little segment here, because we are at the Antlion's Den, which I will be taking on in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. I'm actually doing this. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to keep playing Final Fantasy IV. I'm in the house by myself. I've done chores today. I was an adult. I could play video games. I mean, like, I'm just going to keep playing because I love this game. And, like, the hype, you know, just, like, the high of doing this is still coursing through my blood right now. So I'm super excited to be doing this, and I'm still loving it, and I love you guys, and this is all awesome. And I will see you guys in the next episode. So everybody take care. ZGP Plus signing off. I will see you guys then. All right.